I'd like to call this meeting back to order. We have PCFs to approve, but, I don't have them, so hold on. I don't remember. Oh, are they right there in my pen?
Right here.
Sorry,
This was blocking it.
a little distracted. The first is a PCF for the administrative assistant to the Board of Assessors, Kimberly Spencer, as an emergency position. Okay, phew. As an emergency position, it ended on Monday, right? It already ended, so we need a motion to sign the emergency PCF.
I move that we sign it.
Thanks. Is there a second?
Yes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
What's the date today? The 17th?
17th.
Yeah.
Oh. Those need to be signed by anybody else?
No, just me.
Okay.
Then we have a PCF for the principal assessor, Kimberly Spencer, as a temporary position.
Not principal assessor, admin assistant assist.
No, it's the principal
It's
assessor.
principal.
It's been
I know
crossed
that.
off. This was the, so if you remember, we signed a PRF last week for principal assessor. There was a typo on the PCF of administrative assistant. It's been crossed off to say principal assessor to match the PRF
Okay.
that we had originally signed. It is for $35 an hour for 10 hours per week.
Is this passed through everybody?
This has gone to the PQB and the Finance Committee. I don't see any other notes on it. It's been approved.
So rate and everything is in line if PQB signed it?
Yes.
They recognize the fact that they got to modify this as they hire more permanent people.
Right.
So is there a motion to sign?
I move that we sign it.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. We have, okay, hold on. Sticky notes. You have a PRF for the police chief position. There was a change on it as number of hours. It did say 40-plus hours per week, but the PQB, in order to be consistent, wrote as defined by the job description. So we've had others crossed out the plus, and so we did the same here. The pay scale's on here. The job description is attached.
It's an exempt position,
It is
correct?
an exempt position. There is a note on here from Vicki talking about the funding for the position, what's left in the salary line, and how to move forward, if you all would like to take a look at it. Or do you have anything to add about this page on the back that I'm not saying?
Art Lawrence, Chair of the PQB. The Finance Committee went through all this, and I believe it looks like it could be $2,500 short by the end of the year.
$22.52 by the end of the year.
But I think they agreed, so
It is signed.
as long as they signed, we're very happy with it, too.
Okay. So if you want to look, this is Vicki giving you the information.
Let's just make that in the budget.
That's the assumption that that's what we established when we hire someone.
Right.
That's the assumption.
That's the assumption, yeah.
Yeah, so that,
Yeah, I think it's an assumption, so.
yeah, so we just keep
Yeah,
going.
that's fine. You want to see it, Jack?
So, just so, the piece I don't think Vicki took into consideration either on that $2,000 is where, let's assume things continue to go the direction they're going. So right now, Mike Goyette is the interim police chief. So while he's in the position of interim police chief, he's not taking salary from the lieutenant line of the general police wages. So you really have to look at the overall department piece and not just the lines we're looking at, because where he's there, he's not taking money from the other place. So it's not like we're currently double dipping, do you know what I'm saying? So that $2,000 that shows up in this account can really be made up from the other account. Also, with all contracts, they're always subject to appropriation. So town meeting does have to support approval, you know, especially going forward to the next fiscal year. This year, it wouldn't be much of an issue because you get to May, you can do line item transfers.
And plus, we have more than half the fiscal year to go, so I
Do we
think
know
we're
whether
fine.
she looked at that part of it or not?
I did not engage in the conversation. I don't know what time Art brought that down.
Okay.
It was before your meeting? That spreadsheet?
Everybody on the finance committee had that spreadsheet.
But you didn't bring that down to me till you came for your meeting, I think. So I didn't see that till
Okay.
4:30, which she had already left.
Okay. Okay, so this has been signed off by Finance Committee, PQB. Would the board like to make a motion to sign the PRF to post for the police chief
I
position?
move that we sign and post the position.
Second,
Any other discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
aye.
How long is the posting on that?
I'm sorry?
2
So we
weeks,
have to
right?
post for 2 weeks,
In 3
according to the
places.
personnel rules.
Not 2 weeks, Art?
Well, you know, there's,
Art and I have a lot of fun.
We have a series of PCFs now.
did you get to the treasurer, tax collector, clerk?
No.
Okay, because that was a PRF, so.
I'm going to take these separately. Oh, maybe not. Let me just get the ones that we can approve all.
I think the only one that hasn't been signed according to finance was the water technician. I don't
Okay,
know
so
if
you
that's
have
helpful.
you have a PRF for Patrick Eline, which is replacing a vacant officer's position. There is a $1 wage increase. He's going from lieutenant paramedic to captain. You have a PCF for William Melke, who is replacing the vacant officer's position. He's going from old title of firefighter to lieutenant. There's also a wage increase there. You have a PCF for Scott Bullock. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yep, who's going from paramedic to paramedic with additional duties of controlled medication. An exchange designee, there's a wage increase. These are all at the fire department. You have a PCF for Kelly Stanton, who has added duties of controlled medication and exchange designee with a pay increase. And you also have Richard Paul has a PCF. And it says that we need task-specific responsibilities for training oversight to meet state standards. So he's going from paramedic firefighter to EMS training, documentation, infection control assistant, and paramedic, also with a wage increase.
Those are all signed off on by
These are
finance?
all
and-
signed off by
PQB.
finance and the PQB.
I'll
I would
make-
accept a motion to sign those PCFs.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Aye. So it should also be noted that the effective date on here is the day after which the last person signed, so it would be effective tomorrow. Okay, hold on, because there's a lot here to sign.
Are they right here?
Just your signature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which ones are you missing? I gave you what was brought down. Let me see what I have in my book. I might already have those two, Liz, I'm sorry.
Here. We have a PCF for a resignation for Richard Craven from the fire department. I can read his letter if you'd like.
Please.
Chief Workman, please accept this letter as my formal resignation from the Town of Southampton Fire Department. My last day answering the call will be Wednesday, September 30th, 2015. I've made the decision to focus more on my family and full-time career in the fire service. It has been my pleasure working for the Southampton Fire Department and with you personally. I'm sure the knowledge and skills I have gained here will continue to serve me well. I am proud to see the Southampton Fire Department operating the ambulance at the paramedic level once again. I can hope that I was able to provide some guidance and assistance during the stressful times. The residents of Southampton should now once again feel comfortable and confident in the professional rescuers who respond to their call. As I leave the department, I want to take the opportunity to recognize the hard work and dedication to service of all of the call and volunteer responders who have guided me throughout my employment. I look forward to what the future will bring the town of Southampton.
Very nice.
I would accept a motion to sign the resignation.
Motion made.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I don't, oh, here it is. I also have a resignation for Chief Silvernail, who is retired. I would accept a motion to sign the resignation.
Yeah.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And on Chief Silvernail, Liz, just to let you know, the Gazette is working on doing an article.
Very good.
I don't know where they are in the process. I haven't had time to check the newspaper, but Chris had been making calls yesterday. Thank you.
These can go down to the...
My exercise.
I don't have a PRF for the tax collector.
I don't, that's the problem, is I don't know where it is. I was at the PPB meeting on Thursday,
And
and
we
we had
signed
it,
it.
so I'm not sure whose hands it went to. So Finance brought me everything, or he gave me what he had, and that's the first pile I gave you. So if it wasn't in there, I'm guessing they held on to it for some reason. I don't think they disapproved it, because it hasn't changed.
I'm just making sure I don't have it in my pile here.
I just want to make sure that, you know, with that position, especially because Jean will be leaving in the middle of tax bills coming in, that we don't leave the department
I don't have it.
open.
What does the board want to do? I don't have anything to sign. I know it's been approved. The PQB did approve it. I was there that night. They went through it. The pay rate was, everything was in control, but I don't have anything to sign, so
Well, if we move to sign it without having the paperwork here, we're gonna be,
Yeah.
chastised.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not going to sign something I don't have in front of me. Yeah.
So we can pass over. I would accept a motion to pass over.
I'll
And
make-
if it turns up within the next day or so, and you can get us together, we can sign off on it as soon as it's here.
Can we schedule just a special meeting for that one sheet? I just want to make sure that gets posted. I don't want to, we've already experienced the problem with other departments over and over. Like, I think we're finally good with the Board of Assessors Department, with getting that posted. I'm working with them to actually put that in the newspaper tomorrow. So,
So
making
when do you
progress,
want
I
to
just
schedule a
don't want to
meeting
hold
for
it
if you find it?
up. Can we do on, it's Tuesday, crap. Friday morning, I'm guessing people can't do Friday morning. Charlie will already be here.
What time on Friday morning?
Well, we have an 8 o'clock emergency management meeting, so we can do any time before 8 or any time before 10.
So before 10 I can get here, like around 9 or 10.
John, what time do you leave, do you have any time before you leave for work?
I leave for work by 7:30.
By 7:30? Jackie, would
can
you have
come
any
between 8 and
availability?
10?
I'll try.
So why don't you post the meeting,
For what time?
9:30.
Okay. It'll literally be a 2-second meeting, that's all we,
30 meeting.
because I have to be in Northampton for 10 for Mass DOT.
Is Monday better, or is that too late?
Well, I just want to, I think Monday would be okay. Because that will
Did
still give
Monday at
us,
7:30, then I can get here and you can, in the morning. Stop on your way by?
7:15.
7:15.
7:15 on Monday?
Yeah.
And Charlie or Jackie, you guys could do that? One of you? Both of you? All
That
of you?
early in the morning?
Oh, Charlie, you're
At
up.
5 o'clock.
Yeah, you probably have to feed some cows or something.
Charlie, can you do that?
I don't think,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, so 7:15 on Monday morning.
For that one
Charlie's
item.
gonna come, yeah.
Okay,
Good.
so,
Can you send us a reminder, Heather, just so I can pop in the calendar?
As soon as I get to my desk, John.
Thank you.
we have a Council on Aging Fiscal 16 Formula Grant. The formula grant is a state-funded grant where the formula monies allow for a wide variety of costs to promote, enhance, and/or support the health, well-being, and independence of seniors in the community. Funds may be used for salary, direct services such as outreach, transportation, health screening, and fitness instruction, site and program operating costs, equipment furnishings, volunteer development, newsletters, website development, and other related items, including staff and board training and professional association memberships. We've already applied for this grant months ago. Now we just need to sign the contract. I would accept a motion to sign the Council on Aging's fiscal 16 formula grant.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You have two warrants. If you could pass them down, I'd be happy to read them. You have a bill warrant 16-20 in the amount of $1,345,098.11, and a payroll warrant 16-21 for the amount of $242,531.58.
And you only have the payroll, because you guys already signed bill last
Do
week,
we?
you just didn't vote.
Is there a motion to sign?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You have a separate cover sheet on this one, you and Jackie? Those are pretty good, huh, with Joanne?
So this is done, right? All set?
That's all
As long as
set.
you signed it.
Thank you.
We have a meeting minutes from November 3rd and November 12th. Oh, they're not ready, just kidding. Our next meeting is December 1st, the 15th and the 29th. I will not be here on December 15th.
I won't
So
be
you
here
should-
on the 29th is Tuesday, I'm sorry, I'll be here.
So just make sure you have a quorum on the 15th.
Did you approve the minutes?
They're not ready.
Okay, good.
We are going to move into executive session. We will not be returning into open session under Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, to discuss strategy with respect to litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigation position of the public body, and the chair so declares. Under Section 3, to discuss strategy with respect to litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body, and the chair so declares. And under number 2, to conduct strategy sessions with respect to collective bargaining by roll call vote, please. Moulton, aye.
Here, guy.
Martin, aye.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. That's what it's for.